Today we are here at Shamba Beto Camp, where we are witnessing the graduation for the recruits for the course 1 of 2024, where they've completed a 6-week program which they were being trained for VIP course or VIP training or VIP protection, and that is the purpose for the day. And that is what we have witnessed today, and they've graduated, they've done the drills, we witnessed everything, and that's basically what it is. And as the Minister of Justice, prior to this day, it has been the mandate of the police or ZRP to ensure that they offer VIP protection services, but they are overlapping, as you are well aware, that it is the intention of the government to approach in a whole government approach, whereby government departments, they complement each other's roles. So the prisons are also now into protecting the VIPs. That is the training that we're having today, and they've completed well their course. Like I alluded to earlier on, that it's a complementary, the government departments are complementing each other's role. So it means right now what has happened today is they are going to be servicing the Minister of Justice in the hope that they will overlap into other departments and ministries. But right now they are dealing with the Minister of Justice and judges. As you are well aware that the work being done by especially judges, sometimes they're sensitive, so we appreciate the work they will be doing, although we hope that it will overlap to other ministries. The Commissioner General ZRP TG Matanga, as represented by Commissioner W. Tembo, we acknowledge your presence. We also take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Commissioner General Zimbabwe Prison and Correctional Services, Dr. MCN Chihovu. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate you of the accolades that were awarded to you recently. We congratulate you for that. The Secretary for National and Central Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade T. Maregira. We also acknowledge your presence. We acknowledge the presence of the Deputy Commissioner General S. Mpofu, responsible for production and business management in ZPCS. The Deputy Commissioner General S. Ndanga, responsible for support services. We acknowledge your presence. We also acknowledge the presence of the Officer Commanding PPU, Commissioner N. Jabun. Officer Commanding Support Unit, Commissioner C. Ndoro. Chief Bushu and all traditional leaders here present. And as has been said, hakuna sina mambo. We acknowledge your presence, Chief. We also acknowledge the presence of the members of National and Central Province, JOC, the commissioners from ZRP and ZPCS, senior government officials, and also seniors from ZRP and ZPCS here present. Shamva, District Medical Officer, as represented by Mr. Chitoa. We take this opportunity to acknowledge your presence. All officers from the uniformed forces, the media fraternity, and also political leadership. If there are political leadership here present, we also acknowledge your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my profound honor and privilege to officiate at this pass-out parade, where we have gathered to celebrate the remarkable accomplishments by the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services and the Zimbabwe Republic Police in training the officers who are standing before us in VIP protection. It is indeed gratifying to note that the collaboration between the ZRP and the ZPCS, these collaborative efforts by the Commissioner General of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, T.G. Matanga, and the Commissioner General of Zimbabwe Prison and Correctional Services, MCN Chihovu, in facilitating this training program, which is truly commendable. Your commitment to excellence and services to our nation is an inspiration to us all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here to recognize the successful completion of the VIP protection course number 01 of 2024. That comprises of 207 males and 43 females. And it is my conviction that their skills in critical areas such as those close to protection, threat assessment, and advanced tactical operations have been enhanced. The 6 weeks training program, though seemingly short, I assure that the course has an intensive and comprehensive curriculum capable of equipping participants with a robust understanding of VIP protection. The course includes weapon handling, securing vital installations, privileges and immunities of VIPs and diplomats, training in radio communication, and the history of Zimbabwe, thereby fostering loyalty and nationalism. We are filled with a deep sense of pride and admiration that we witnessed a pass out of these 250 officers before us. It is of paramount importance for me to highlight that the skills acquired will be invaluable to them as they assume the responsibilities of safeguarding our important figures, premises, and vital installations within the Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. Their accomplishments today reflect the excellence that defines ZPCS, an organization unwavering in its pursuits of the highest standards of professionalism and service to our nation under the able leadership of Commissioner General MCN Chihovu. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me once again to congratulate the Commissioner General Dr. Moses Sirio Ngawaitwe Chihovu and the Zimbabwe Prison and Correctional Service family for being awarded the prestigious International Corrections and Prisons Association Head of Service Award at the recent Excellence Award held in IPA 2024, which was held in Singapore. Indeed, this is a true reflection of your incomparable leadership and steadfast commitment to corrections excellence. Also, this collaborates well with the Zimbabwe Prison Service's vision of becoming the best correctional service provider in the region and beyond. I think clearly amongst all professional correctional services in the region, you were selected. They chose the Zimbabwe Prison Correctional Service, and I think it's commendable, we have to applaud for that. And it's also clear testimony that your work is being noticed even internationally. We appreciate that. You have advanced not only the standards of correctional institutions in Zimbabwe, but the region as a whole. And as such, allow me to commend the officers for their exceptional performance and dedication. We are confident that they will excel in their new role as guardians of our nation's security and stability. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial that we maintain a strong and united front amongst our uniformed forces. We must work in harmony, complementing each other's efforts to ensure that the safety and the security of our nation is guaranteed. It is through this unity that we can effectively safeguard our hard-won independence and also uphold the principles of the Constitution. To the officers, the shift in responsibilities with the ZPCS now providing VIP protection for judiciary officials is a testament to the trust and confidence bestowed in your abilities. I have no doubt that you will rise to the occasion and the challenge with the utmost vigilance, professionalism, and dedication. Your management is aware that the rigorous training you have undergone has adequately prepared you for the task that lies ahead. However, despite the training you have undergone, remember that your true strength lies not only in your skill, but in your character. They always say, character will take you far in everything that you do. So I urge you, when you go there, you maintain the discipline and the character, which will eventually propel you up if you move in that trajectory. Accordingly, I urge you to exhibit the highest level of discipline befitting the cadres to be emulated by your peers. In addition, you must stay away from the use of drugs and substances such as crystal meth, that's mutoriro, guka, broncle, cannabis, or marijuana that we call mbanje, is those that have abused them have shortened their careers as correctional officers. And on that note, I will put on emphasis that drugs will definitely destroy your career. The president has always been talking about the issue of drugs. Imagine a correctional officer akastika. What it basically means is a VIP, as you are VIP protection officers, it means the VIP atostikauka. So we urge you to desist from such practices. You maintain discipline and direction, and this will take you far. We also implore you to emulate admirable leaders such as His Excellency President Dr. Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, who has risen to the pinnacle of leadership by steadfastly adhering to some of the values I've earlier alluded to. His Excellency unwavering accountability to the people, discipline, and resilience in the new face of adversity, honestly leading the nation, and also commitment to serving humanity has paved the way for the Second Republic's successes, whose trajectory is bare for all to witness. As you go forth to execute your duties, the knowledge and skills imparted in you are practical tools to be applied in real-world situations. You have been equipped to handle the most challenging scenarios, and I'm certain that you will excel. I'm also delighted to note that the government has pledged its unwavering support to ensure the continued success and the development of the ZPCS programs. The Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs is also ready to collaborate with other ministries and government departments to provide the necessary support in resources. Also training and infrastructure that enable you to carry out your duties effectively. We are, however, confident that administrative staff and instructors who were part of this VIP course of 2024 have been fully resourced. Consequently, ZPCS might now be at a level where similar courses may be carried out independently at our training institutions. The landscape of security is constantly evolving. As you step into your new role, embrace the need for continuous learning and adaptability. Stay informed about emerging threats, refine your skill, and also remain vigilant. Preparedness is not about having a plan. It is about being able to adjust that plan in real time and responding to dynamic situations with confidence and poise. The road ahead will undoubtedly be filled with challenges, both expected and also unforeseen. Embrace these challenges as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle you encounter will strengthen your resolve and enhance your capabilities. Stay adaptable, remain resilient, and never lose sight of your mission. It is also important that I urge you to all to be steadfast in your patriotism and to resist the temptation of negative social media influences that seek to undermine our progress and stability. You are the custodian of our national image, and your conduct must reflect the highest standards of professionalism and loyalty to our beloved motherland. I'm also reliably informed of the dedication and great work ethics by the battle camp's directing staff and their ZPCS counterparts. And therefore, let me make this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to all of them. And in addition, allow me to thank the Shamba community for their invaluable contribution to the success of this program. Your dedication and support have been instrumental in shaping the readiness of these officers here present. Ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with the words of wisdom from the icon of democracy and social justice, the first black South African president, Nelson Mandela, who said, and I quote, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." Close quote. And as such, you were running and falling in these Battle Camp Mountains. However, not that you have conquered, rise to the new challenges ahead of you and make us proud in your endeavors. And in conclusion, I want to express my deepest appreciation for the commitment to this noble profession. You are now part of the distinguished cadres of protectors who serve our society with honor and dignity. May you carry the lessons learned during your training and face the challenges lying ahead with unwavering determination. Once again, I congratulate you on this remarkable achievement. Stand tall, lead with integrity, and remember the vital role you play in shaping a safe future for the country. And I also take this opportunity to notify you that this is the opportunity, it's a chance which you have been given to shine and to propel in your future lives. I also hasten to mention that even in the Bible, it is very clear that it says time and opportunity happens to everyone. And I implore you that this is the opportunity. If you engage in drugs, you will ruin the opportunity and the chance that have been given. There is a greater future which lies ahead. So we have to grab the opportunity, never miss the chance. You also at one point, 10 years or 20 years from now, to be where the Commissioner Generals are. But if you don't grab the opportunity, you can waste away. So I implore you to grab the opportunity with two hands and make sure that you improve the training that you have had and as you propel. So on that note, I thank you.
Thank you, guest of honor, Zatumbele Maoko.
Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Advocate N.T. Mazungunye, Commissioner General of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, Comrade T.G. Matanga, is represented by Commissioner W. Tembo. Secretary for National and Central Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade T. Maregere. Dr. Mbela Inyumparo, tinotenda nekuya kwamaita. Deputy Commissioner General S. Mbofu, responsible for production and business management in the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service. Deputy Commissioner General S. Ndanga, responsible for support services in the ZPCS. Officer Commanding PPU, Commissioner N. Jabun. Officer Commanding Support Unit, Commissioner C. Ndoro. Members of the National and Central Provincial JOC who are present here, commissioners from Zimbabwe Republic Police and Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service, senior government officials, senior officials from ZRP and ZPCS here present, Shamba District Medical Officer as represented by Mr. Chitoa, traditional chiefs here present. I'm told that Chief Bushu is present with us. All officers from the Uniformed Forces, media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. I am humbled and honored to welcome you all to this occasion as we celebrate the pass-out ceremony of the Correctional Protection Unit number 1 of 24. It is a pleasure to once again gather here at ZRP Shamba Battle Camp, witnessing the third CPU pass-out parade. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to extend my heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, who is also the Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Advocate Norbert Tichaona Mazungunye, for gracing this occasion. We are indeed pleased to receive such unwavering support. Your presence, Honorable Deputy Minister, is a clear testimony of valuing the efforts and hard work being done by the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service in an ongoing endeavor to maintain the safety of VIPs and vital assets in the judiciary system, as well as promoting peace in our beloved nation, Zimbabwe. I am also pleased to highlight that the two services, ZPCS and ZRP, have a strong and progressive working relationship as envisioned by today's event. To that end, I would like also to extend our special welcome to the Commissioner General of Police, T.G. Matanga, represented, for being with us here today at this important occasion. I know if the Commissioner General was here, he was going to be with us, but I'm told that he is committed with other duties somewhere. Indeed, your attendance is a symbolic gesture of support and solidarity that exists between our two sister organizations. This comradeship has facilitated the process of equipping our CPU officers with the necessary insights and skills required to provide and enhance protection of services. Equally, as Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Service, we continue to cherish the magnitude of support we are receiving from our visionary leader, His Excellency, the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, and the government of Zimbabwe. Such support is seen as recording a milestone in all our determinations as constitutionally mandated. May I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of senior government officials here present. We are delighted by your attendance, which has made this day count. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's pass-out parade is a total of 249 graduates who are composed of 206 male and 43 female officers. The presence of women among the graduates resonates with ZPCS gender policy, which aims to promote the inclusion of women in all sectors of the organization, as evidenced by this occasion. In the near future, we expect an increase in the participation of women so as to encourage gender balance. I am delighted to state that, having successfully gone through the rigorous training exercise, the men and women before us today are now part of the CPU section. The training they received will go a long way in enhancing the execution of our mandate. To our graduates, as you step forward into your new roles, remember that you carry with you not just knowledge, but also profound responsibility. As CPU officers, remember to uphold high standards of discipline and remain focused. The qualities of discipline and focus that you demonstrate are not merely for show, but are integral to success in your careers. You therefore need to uphold and adhere to our organizational values as we embark on your duties at your respective stations. Allow me once again, the Honorable Deputy Minister, to extend our gratitude to you for setting aside your busy schedule to come and grace today's event. I'm aware that you were given a short notice to come and represent the minister, but it did not take you time to come. Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister, for coming. We are indeed grateful for your presence. I thank you.
The Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable N.T. Mazungunye, the Commissioner General, ZPCS, Dr. M.C.N. Chiwovu, Secretary for National and Central Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade Tima Regera, Deputy Commissioner General S. Mpofu, responsible for production and business management in ZPCS, Deputy Commissioner General S. Ndanga, responsible for support services in the ZPCS, Officer Commanding PPU, Commissioner N. Jabun, Officer Commanding Support Unit, Commissioner C. Ndoro, Chief Bushu, and all traditional leaders here present, members of the Mashona and Central Province JOC, commissioners of the ZRP and ZPCS, senior government officials, senior officers from ZRP and ZPCS here present, Shamba District Medical Officer is represented by Mr. Chitoa, all officers from the uniformed forces, the media fraternity here present, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. Oh yes, I've got a very difficult task here. I know the difficult task comes in the sense that I talk too much, but today it's unfortunate that I cannot talk because I'm going to present the Commissioner General of the Zimbabwe Republic Police speech. So the difficult part comes in the sense that I am unable to add anything or subtract anything. So I'm simply going to read what the Commissioner General was going to read if he was here. I am pleased to welcome you all to this important occasion where we are gathered to witness the graduation of a third batch of officers from the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, that is the ZPCS. We have undergone training on VIP protection. This training program had its genesis last year when the pioneer group of 97 ZPCS officers passed through this very ground. Suffice to say that such collaboration between the Zimbabwe Public Police and the Zimbabwe Prison and Correctional Services is in sync with provisions of Chapter 11 of our national constitution, covering Zimbabwe's national security architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's evolving policing landscape, VIP protection has become a vital cog against potential threats, ensuring the safety of individuals in the public eye in the high-profile positions in our country. Indeed, the threat landscape facing VIPs today is markedly different from that of the past, characterized by its unpredictability and the vast array of potential risks. This notwithstanding, we remain mindful of the need to continuously expose our officers to training programs that respond to these issues. I therefore wish to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome our guest of honor, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable N.T. Mazungunye. Say, your towering presence at this graduation event is not only ample testimony to the colossal value you attach on collaborative activities between the ZRP and the ZPCS and other sister services in general and the Zimbabwe prisons and correctional services. I would therefore like to assure you, guest of honor, that the Zimbabwe Republic Police continuously avail itself through the Police Protection Unity to further facilitate a smooth takeover of VIP protection responsibilities for the Ministry of Justice officials by the ZPCS. Honorable Minister said, our two sister security services have been cooperating in other realms of mutual interest spanning from strategic planning to human resources development. One such example is the ongoing training of ZPCS officers in various programs at the Police Staff College. This is important given that our constitutional roles in the justice delivery system chain interlink. I'm therefore pleased to say that each day that passes, we continue to deepen synergies and explore new areas of cooperation. Honorable Minister said, the land we are stepping our feet on is known as the Eagle's Nest, where our support unit details, including the famous Police Special Tactics Group, the PST2, receive both initial and refresher paramilitary training. The land is not for the faint-hearted, as it is where the young men and women in black boots are ordained into the Gondo Harishai unit. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to also welcome the Commissioner General of the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, Commissioner General MCN Chiwovu, who is with us today. Your presence makes us happier and will serve to boost our cooperation beyond training. The senior government officials and senior officers from both the ZRP and ZPCS with us today, your presence is added impetus to this occasion. Be free to intermingle and share notes as well as experiences to move our organizations forward. In conclusion, I would like to once again welcome you all to the closing ceremony of the Zimbabwe Prisons and the Correctional Services ZPCS VIP Protection Course number 1 of 2024. Please relax and enjoy the proceedings. I thank you, Attendant Siabonga. The Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable N.T. Mazungunye, the Commissioner General, ZPCS, Dr. MCN Chiwovu, Secretary for National and Central Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade T. Mare Gera, Deputy Commissioner General S. Mpofu, responsible for production and business management in ZPCS, Deputy Commissioner General S. Ndanga, responsible for support services in the ZPCS, Officer Commanding PPU, Commissioner N. Jabun, Officer Commanding Support Unit, Commissioner C. Ndoro, Chief Bushu, and all traditional leaders here present, members of the Mashona and Central Province JOC, commissioners of the ZRP and ZPCS, senior government officials, senior officers from ZRP and ZPCS here present, Shamba District Medical Officer is represented by Mr. Chitoa, all officers from the uniformed forces, the media fraternity here present, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. Oh yes, I've got a very difficult task here. I know the difficult task comes in the sense that I talk too much, but today it's unfortunate that I cannot talk because I'm going to present the Commissioner General of the Zimbabwe Republic Police speech. So the difficult part comes in the sense that I am unable to add anything or subtract anything. So I'm simply going to read what the Commissioner General was going to read if he was here. I am pleased to welcome you all to this important occasion where we are gathered to witness the graduation of a third batch of officers from the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services, that is the ZPCS. We have undergone training on VIP protection. This training program had its genesis last year when the pioneer group of 97 ZPCS officers passed through this very ground. Suffice to say that such collaboration between the Zimbabwe Republic Police and the Zimbabwe Prison and Correctional Services is in sync with provisions of Chapter 11 of our national constitution covering Zimbabwe's national security architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's evolving policing landscape, VIP protection has become a vital cog against potential threats, ensuring the safety of individuals in the public eye in the high-profile positions in our country. Indeed, the threat landscape facing VIPs today is markedly different from that of the past, characterized by its unpredictability and the vast array of potential risks. This notwithstanding, we remain mindful of the need to continuously expose our officers to training programs that respond to these vicissitudes. I therefore wish to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome our guest of honor, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable N.T. Mazungunye. Say, your towering presence at this graduation event is not only ample testimony to the colossal value you attach on collaborative activities between the ZRP and the ZPCS and other sister services in general and the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services. I would therefore like to assure you, guest of honor, that the Zimbabwe Republic Police continuously avail itself through the Police Protection Unit to further facilitate a smooth takeover of VIP protection responsibilities for the Ministry of Justice officials by the ZPCS. Honorable Minister said, our two sister security services have been cooperating in other realms of mutual interest spanning from strategic planning to human resources development. One such example is the ongoing training of ZPCS officers in various programs at the Police Staff College. This is important given that our constitutional roles in the justice delivery system chain interlink. I'm therefore pleased to say that each day that passes, we continue to deepen synergies and explore new areas of cooperation. Honorable Minister said, the land we are stepping our feet on is known as the Eagle's Nest, where our support unit details, including the famous Police Special Tactics Group, the PST2, receive both initial and refresher paramilitary training. The land is not for the faint-hearted, as it is where the young men and women in black boots are ordained into the Gondo Harishai unit.